Hello students, welcome to this class of BA Part First English Literature. I am Dr. S.S. Vedwan, Department of English. And dear students, today we will discuss a very beautiful poem by Sarojini Naidu, who is the Nightingale of India. And the title of this beautiful poem is Song of Radha, the Milkmaid. Dear students, as you all know, in Hindu mythology, Radha and Krishna, they are an important deity, and their stories, their love stories, and how they admired each other, they are very fascinating and interesting. In this poem, Sarojini Naidu, she has revealed how Radha admired Krishna and how she used to chant Govinda Govinda and how she used to fetch the curds to Mathura. So let us discuss the poem Song of Radha, the Milkmaid. Sarojini Naidu, dear students, she started her career as a poet and she published The Golden Threshold in 1905, followed by two more volumes, The Bird of Time and The Broken Wing. She was the poet who took up the task of interpreting the heart of India to the Western world and readers. So, Sarojini Naidu, in her works, in her poetic works, she presented the Indian myths and mythologies, the stories to the Western world. It is in her folk songs that the heart of India beats. She is the poet of India. She is referred to as the Nightingale of India. Through her poems, she portrays the wandering singers, weavers, snake charmers, palki bearer, harvesters, farmers, and corn grinders, the lovely maidens yearning for their lovers, the singing and dancing of the maidens on the river banks. So, this is all presented very beautifully, very pictorially in the poems of Sarojini Naidu. She is really the poet of India, whose poetry constitutes the heart of India. Born in a highly educated and cultured family of Bengal, her poems deals with the themes of love, nature, Indian life and death. The particular poem, the Song of Radha, the Milkmaid, was published in the folk song section of the Bird of Time in 1912. It is based on the folk tales of the Brij region. The Brij region, it covers the districts of Bharatpur in Rajasthan, Mathura, Agra. So a vast area, and this particular area is called the Brajbhumi or the Braj region, on the legend of Krishna and Radha. The poem is located in Mathura. This particular poem, the Song of Radha, the Milkmaid, is located in Mathura on the banks of river Yamuna. The poem describes the proceeding of a day on the banks of the Yamuna river. What all is happening on the bank of the river. The poem opens with Radha heading for the Mathura fair to sell her curds. She is the speaker, the first person I, the eternal feminine figure absorbed in love of Govinda. Govinda is the resident of Mathura. Radha states her purpose of going to Mathura at once, revealing to us the lovely rural surroundings, the beautiful green landscape, and the pretty animals of the region are introduced. And Radha says, I quote, I carried my curds to the Mathura fair. How softly the heifers were lowing. I wanted to cry, who will buy these curds that are as white as the clouds in the sky? So we get a taste of the beautiful surroundings and how the little heifers were lowing, and it reminds us of kids also. And Look at the simile. The curds are as white as the clouds in the sky. So, Sarojini Naidu, she has introduced a simile and compared the curds with the whiteness of the clouds. The poet tells us about soft blowing breezes of Shravan. Shravan is the monsoon month, the rainy season. In the lovely season, Radha is chanting the name of her beloved Govinda. The poem is about the gap between Radha's conscious self and the unconscious one. Radha tried to cry by the curd, but instead she cried unknowingly, Govinda, 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 Govinda. The people around laughed at her, but she was so full of love for her beloved that she could not even hear the people mock at her. Unaware of all these, she chanted Govinda, Govinda. At the banks of the river Yamuna, her mates called her to dance and sing, but she was not interested in their merrymaking. Though she remembers the boatman rowing the boat gaily, but she seemed to be in a stage of unconsciousness, only chanting Govinda, Govinda. So the poet Sarojini Naidu, she presents to us the condition of Radha, how she was so much deeply in love with uh, Govinda that she even ignored her friends. Sarojini Naidu has beautifully painted the scene. I quote, my comrade calls. Comrades here are my friends. Oh, let us dance, let us sing. Say, this is a beautiful month of rainy season. So let us dance, let us sing, and wear saffron garments to welcome the spring. But my heart was so full of your music, beloved. But Radha says that my heart, it was so full of your music, beloved. They mocked, they laughed at me when I cried without knowing. Govinda, 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 Govinda. So the poem, it reveals the state, the mind of Radha, who is so engrossed in the love of Govinda. These lines show how absorbed was Radha in the love of her beloved Krishna, that is Govinda. Even the river Yamuna seemed to echo her chants in its ripples. The soft flowing river Yamuna and the ripples, they also seemed to follow the song. The song of Radha, though seems to be a simple and plain song of a milkmaid, but it shows the devotion and faith of Radha in her beloved, and at the same time it evokes a sense of devotion for Govinda. The culmination of the devotional song, it ends in the temple at Mathura. It shows the oneness of God and the devotee. On reaching the Mathura shrine, where the torches were glowing brightly, Radha says that as she raised her hand to worship the deity, it was the name of Govinda, her beloved, that came out of her mouth. The poet has beautifully sketched the temple scene. Let us look at it. I quote, I folded my hands at the altars to pray. I was ready with folding hands to pray. Oh, shining ones, guard us by night and by day. And loudly the conch shell were blowing. But my heart was so lost in your worship, beloved, they were worth when I cried out, knowing Govinda, 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 Govinda. So she was so engrossed and she was so much deeply in love with Govinda that she never heard the sounds of conch and the sounds of bell in the temple when she was there folding her hands, but she chanted Govinda, Govinda. Sarojini Naidu, she has beautifully described the scene, the glittering lights of the shrine, the blowing of the conch shells, devotees praying at the altar, and their anger towards Radha, who was chanting the name of her beloved Govinda, Govinda. She was not aware of all these who were present, who was watching her, but she was in deep meditative state and chanting Govinda Govinda. This song, it has been highly acclaimed by the critics. Mulk Raj Anand, the great novelist, he observes, and I quote, "Here the poetry of romanticism, of ornate epithets and delicate similes has become infused with transcendental experience. Sarojini Naidu has transferred love as a personal desire into divine love and given it a sense of eternity of the universal." So she has in a way universalized the love of Radha and Krishna, Radha and Govinda. Commenting on this poem, one of the critics, Dr. J.S. Cousins, says, "My first contact with Sarojini Naidu's poetry was through hearing the song of Radha the Milkmaid, recited by an Oxford man in India. I shall never forget the mantric effect of the devotee's repetition of Govinda Govinda as she carried her curds, her pots, and her gifts to the shrine of Mathura." The comments of these two eminent critics, dear students, shows how popular this poem is and how it unites the devotee with the Almighty. The Song of Radha, the Milkmaid, is remarkable for its lyrical beauty, a very lyrical poem. It is marked by a sweet melody, a touch of romance, and the vision of a colorful world of Mathura. How the poet Sarojini Naidu, she has described the beauty of the region, the soft flowing Yamuna river, the green fields, the heifers lowing, and the beautiful shrine. The Indian names and the words at once transport us to the Indian terrain where the poem is located. It is located in Mathura in the Brij region. The simile used by the poet are very apt and suggestive. Example, as we talked, the curds are as white as the clouds in the sky. The painting of the dance and song sequence on the bank of the river Yamuna indeed takes the reader to the Brij region, and while reading, the reader also chants Govinda Govinda and becomes one with Radha and Krishna. Dear students, I hope you have understood the poem, and we'll continue with the next poem in the next video. Thank you very much.